everybody, there's the deer. Body hurts. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, this is an older one. Oh my God, I'm staying out of his way. It's got the things there, like, you know. I mean, some don't have the things on top of their head, you know. Whatever they are, elks, things, I don't know. We seen a video there of an old lion. I think it was like an old lion. He was like injured and stuff. Like 20 hyenas, whatever those animals are. Hyena? No, I don't know. I want to say a dirty word. I don't know. Just they're kind of goofy kind of animals. Like I'm not no crocodile hunter. I tell you that. I just know, you know, like the sparrows, the cardinals, the blue jays. I mean, basic stuff. Caterpillars, you know, squirrels, hedgehogs, dogs, cats, bees. Anyway, we're not here to see how intelligent I am. That's not the point here. It's a mild show. It's supposed to be like a little bit of humor, you know. I shouldn't be here like trying to like
will lie under the Capitol.
Try out for something, you know. This is not a tryout. This is not a demo tape. Oh, we have it on this. All right, we did get the coffee, and there's just something going on like inside my head for the last 2 weeks. It's just seeing all this stuff, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just reading stuff too from others, reading stuff. I mean, we want to get situated, set with the time. I mean, there is this thing, like, there is this universal meter. You know, it's not there. It's like that thing I did with explicit and implicit. I mean, explicit, they say something, you know, they tell you to do it. Implicit, like, you know, you're not really, you know, required to do it, but you do it anyway. But it's just this thing. Just something. I mean, I always knew it. I mean, everyone kind of knew it. And I think a lot of people, you know, even we did talk about, you know, some problems that we had with people on here, but I know, like, the people that, you know, they converse with and they talk to, I know that they, you know, suspect some kind of like something's coming. Something's coming. It just always is. But anyways.
Americans in the admissions process. The department says Harvard has failed to show that it does not unlawfully discriminate. Harvard calls the arguments against the school hollow and misleading and says the Justice Department's statement is not surprising given its recent...
So we heard something about, I don't know, somebody, I don't want to talk about that subject.
ABC News.
Michigan State University says the NCAA has cleared it of wrongdoing in the handling of disgraced and imprisoned physician Larry Nassar story.
We also heard something about prison. I guess in the rally he was talking about, like, you know, why not second chance, why not third chance? I thought that was appealing. When I was back to the news.
The NCAA review has no substantiated violations of NCAA legislation. Earlier in the year, the NCAA opened an investigation of Michigan State's response to sexual assault.
So on and on and on. You know, we're kind of used to the similar stories that are going on. And there are people in positions that can do something about them. And of course, Kiana West came out and said something, and we looked at the Don Lemon thing, and a lot of people were going against him, you know, and it was just, I couldn't understand it. I mean, all he said was, I think Trump cares about black people. I really do. I think he wants to support. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, I mean, why wouldn't a president want it? I mean, why wouldn't he want support? Why wouldn't he care? But then, like on CNN, they throw everybody. They got the Nina Turner, they got all Angela Rye, they got everybody out there. I wonder where Ana Navarra is. But anyway, they just have this thing where it's like, oh, he doesn't. I mean, look what he said about this. Look what he said about that. Look what he said. I mean, I don't know. My philosophy is, you know, if you want to make an omelet, you're gonna have to break a few eggs. All right, we're pulling into our destination. you're on the cash cab. We just got our resources. No, it would be a nice thing. In the opener, yes, I did. I fiddled with that, fiddled and faddled, and we did get gas. We got gas, man. So I can leave run if I want, but I'm not. I'm conservative. Oop. Old man getting out of the car. But that last 50 cents takes forever. You know, I mean, when you're pumping, it's like, then all of a sudden it stops when you got like you know, to round off to the next dollar. It's like I sat there for like at least 2 minutes listening to this crappy song. Anyway, from high above the West Tower, downtown, beautiful San Francisco, and we got ample time here. We're feeling a little bit better, and of course. We did have our 2 amigos back, and the 3rd amigo over in the France Amigo community station. We like to hear from people. That's all. I mean, we're just here in the morning. That's where we shrunk it down to. We put it up, and then afterwards, you know, like I said, I got the little animals to feed there. And it's nice. It's a nice balance. I don't have to feed the animals, but I just do. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do. They would be there. You know, once you start something, it's hard to stop. And since I'm doing the show, since it's, you know, and then if I see anyone, you know, I want to talk. I mean, I always told Johnny, when I first get in, I'm loading them up. And back then, I listened to the show. I listened to see, you know, if it's making sense. I mean, like I said, in the beginning when we were doing this, it was like a different time. Like 2014, 15, 16. I felt optimistic, you know, about doing it. It just felt like it was the right thing. Like it was my calling, you know. I mean, everything was like lining up, you know. Or I was just brought here. There was just a lot of people were here. There was people. It was convenient, you know, with the ideas in my head that I wanted to do. I wanted to do some kind of show. I wanted to be informative. I wanted to help. I called stations. I talked to cousins. I talked to everybody. You know, I went out and did it. A reporter on my own. I mean, you know, 13, 10, you know, 6 days. What do they take an old timer like me? Like, what do you want to do? You want to go out and feed cats and then talk about how screwed up things are? But anyway, we were watching the weather last night, and Steve Caprizzo was at the racetrack. My mom's like, you know, hey, when is the racetrack still running? I said, probably Labor Day, you know. I can't remember, you know, back that far. I mean, when I played the ponies and stuff like that. Saratoga's nice. My boss back then had his own seats, and that's where all the rich people go. Rich. So, you know, he's doing the weather, and we have another mild, like, heat wave coming, and someone's walking by, they're going, you always get the weather wrong, Steve, you always get the weather wrong, something like that. Alright, then he had a cat. No, he probably didn't have the cat that day, but he had a cat. It looks like a cat that I have down my house we'd like to get a home for. Again, we have no connections. We do a show, no one listens to us, I guess. We have no impact whatsoever. So again, I'm just here. I say what I say. Maybe someone will get it. Maybe they won't. Odds are they won't. Or maybe, you know, maybe I shouldn't think that way. You know, maybe maybe the time is coming. Maybe the time is today. Time has come today. No, just kidding. Not you kidding. All right, where's our coffee, Twinkles? Yes. Oh, we still gotta go to storage, man. This was a busy day for us, man. We even got newspapers. We went to the bank. We went up here, circled around. We seen a cat in the road, beautiful calico. Seen a deer with big antlers or whatever those things are. And you were talking about the lion and the hyenas. I know you can get it. Here. I mean, with you in the morning, you gotta get the voice going. You know, you do this show early. Here, have a little bit. The hyenas? No, the hyena. It's those things. I'm sure I'm close. I'm in the neighborhood. And just like the patrol, they do have a lot of these cars. And I did, I think I blew the story there in the opener. But I seen this vehicle with, sort of, to me, best way to describe it, sort of like a UPS truck. Or some kind of unit response, and then they have like these Jeep police cars, there's so many of them. I'm talking to my aunt on the phone, and I'm like, well, what am I seeing here? I seen a truck drive by, and there's like a parade of them. And she's killing me. She's older. She goes, what is it? It's not the funeral brigade or whatever. No. I mean, there was about 20 of them following this, and I know. And then they were doing like drug things throughout the city. I've seen some pictures a friend had up there. The regular cars. I mean, they have a lot of cars. They have a lot of cars, man. I'd love to be down there, man. I mean, the community's getting, and they're right down there. They got that new, the new hotel. You got artwork. Looks like you're in some kind of fancy, like in Boston. You got your weight thing, you got all this, your cameras. I'm just looking at it. It's like, it's a lot different when I first started off doing this show. It is. It's making a move. When you do moves like that, it's a statement. I mean, things can change. I mean, down here it could be Applebee's. And then up there, where Crispo is, that can turn into, what we had. You want safe things. I don't know how anyone wouldn't. It's just the way, you're out. Your children, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friend, anybody, you care. You care about people. You want to make sure, that's one less thing to worry about. And then, like I said, we're finding roles for people, finding positions. People will be happy. But what are we making it about? What's the news making it about every single moment? Moments. It's just moment by moment. Nothing positive, nothing good about this man. And the guy comes out and says, I think he cares. Got an army all over. What? He cares?